Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten and today is Flosstube number 12. So if you saw my last video a couple days ago, I kind of wrapped up my March Stitchy Madness bracket, and if you want to go see that, or if you want to see how my March Stitchy Madness bracket did, go ahead and jump over to that video. In this video, I'm just going to talk about some new starts that I have, some stitch-alongs, some progress, not a lot of progress, but some that wasn't part of March Stitchy Madness. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about my plans for April, and then some purchases that go along with my plans, as well as some that don't. So, I guess we can just, I'm so sorry. Guess we can just get right into it. So, first, let's talk about some fully finished objects from March Stitchy Madness. I did these the other day, so I just finished the hoop finish for Maybe Swearing Will Help, and that is not, I'm not going to show you all the back because it looks awful, but there's the hoop finish. I think, so I have that sign right there, and I think I'm just going to put this up there somewhere because my door to walk in here is right across from here, so. Okay, and then next is this guy. So my fabric is from Joann's. I just got it actually, and it's in their pre-cut 2-yard section. My bow I made out of ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and my star button is from Walmart. And then I put it on a heart tin from the thrift store that I got for $1. So there's that. It's on magnets. So that'll be cute. And I figure since it's on magnets, I can put my Which Better on here, I can put my Summer Nights on here, I can put Don't Get Your Tinsel in a Tangle on here since they're all from Frosted Pumpkin. So, one more little, there it is. I'm really happy with both of those. And now we can talk about some new starts. So I started the Serendipity stitch along that Fat Quarter Shop is doing, and I also started the Cozy Cafe stitch along that is being done by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I have a little bit more, well, I think the new section of this comes out soon. But here is where it's at. I have 2 more blocks to do over here, and then I'll be going down to the next section once it's released. I'm stitching it on 14 count navy blue Aida, and I'm stitching it with the Weeks Dye Works colors that they called for. I have one DMC color on here, just in case there's like one stitch or something that needs to be fixed or needs to be stitched. But there's all the colors. Like I said, I'm doing the Weeks Dye Works colors. Here they are. So there's that. And it's actually a pretty easy stitch. I like it a lot. I've worked on it. I I didn't finish it because my eyes were hurting, like I talked about in my last video, but it's a pretty quick stitch. I really like it. And then my next start is the Cozy Cafe Stitch Along, which I haven't done a ton of. And the hoop is still on it. So up at the top, they released one drink, and it was the raspberry mocha. And then they also have like cafe menu up at the top. I started with cafe menu because I didn't have one of the colors for the raspberry. So I wanted to get that before I started. So I'm just going to show you what's in the hoop. It's the M for cafe menu. So there's that. I am stitching it on 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha. And that's what it looks like. Ordered it from 123 Stitch. And I'm stitching it with all of the called for colors. Okay. And then I was going to start the Sense and Sensibility stitch along by Mount Sapphire. It's on Etsy. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But I did have some small progress on a work in progress that is for my husband's cousin's daughter. And I'm doing one of the kits that you can buy that's like a My First type deal. I'll show you. I'm doing the dragon because she likes dragons. It's my first stitch, and I changed the colors to her favorite colors, but I am trying to get this done by the time they get here. They come, I think, in May, and then they stay for about a month. So I really want to work on this before they get here. So that's what I have so far. It's really hard to do quarter stitches on Aida. But this is the fabric that came with the kit because it's like the perfect amount of fabric to go in the hoop thing. So 14 count white Aida, I changed the blues to pinks and purples. So like I don't know if it's a him or a her. So the wings are gonna be purple. This, I don't know what that is. That's purple. This is pink, and this will still be white, but you know, all of the light blue stuff is pink, all the dark blue stuff is purple, and I don't know how I'm gonna do the cheek yet, but that's what it'll look like when it's finished. And this video is probably gonna be pretty quick, so I think I'm going to stick this in my purse and work on it whenever I have to go somewhere. So let's see. My husband is on the golf team for the university that we go to, and he is going to be part of the traveling squad this weekend. So April 3rd through the 6th. He'll be back on the 6th. And I think I'm going to end up having to drop him off at the school. So I'll have time to work on it then. My dog Nova has a vet appointment on the 6th, so I'll be working on it then. So I have some stuff coming up that, I have some stuff coming up that will probably give me time to work on it while I'm sitting in waiting rooms or waiting, dropping things off or stuff like that. So as far as plans go for the month of April, I'm going to continue working on the Serendipity Stitch Along. I'm going to continue working on the Cozy Cafe Stitch Along. I actually want to start stitching this pattern, which is You Are My Sunshine by Stitchrovia. And I bought this off of Etsy. I bought this set of patterns off of Etsy. But you'll see when I go through my purchases that I got my fabric for this pattern. So I want to stitch that in the month of April. I want to start Easter by Lizzie Kate. That's somewhere. I have it kitted up already. I want to finish Piper's Dragon for the month of April, and I also want to finish my Colorado Highway sign. You guys haven't seen that in a while. I had actually forgotten about it, but I only have the numbers on the bottom of the sign to stitch, and so I really want to finish it. And you can tell that these things are small because they are in these small little notions bags. And I only have one color left, black. So my colors are all funky. I don't want to talk about it. My red, I accidentally stitched a different red right here. It was one of the first projects I ever started, and I bit off more than I could chew, and I will probably end up restitching it with the actual colors of the Colorado Highway sign. But for now, here's where it is. I went to school in Colorado for my first 2 years of college from 2015 to 2017. And I played volleyball out there. So, and this highway was the highway between the town that I went to school in and the town, like the next closest, the next biggest town. So I went to school in Rangeley, Colorado, if anyone knows where that is. It is, if you know where Vernal, Utah is, it is 40 minutes east of Vernal. So it's right across the Colorado border from Utah. And if you know where Grand Junction is, it is an hour and a half north of Grand Junction. And this is the highway that goes from Rangeley to Grand Junction. So we spent a lot of time on that road. I had a car breakdown on that road. Yeah. Highway 139. It's a good one. So that's a plan. I want to finish that. And then there's one more thing that I want to start, and I will show you in my haul what it is. And then I wanted to fully finish my March Madness pieces, but I did that the other day because I just felt like I wanted to get it done. I had all of my finishing supplies out. I had my hot glue gun out, and I was like, I want to be able to put these away, so we're just gonna get it finished. So that's what I did instead of stitching. So let's see. Let's go through my purchases then. So, to start, We will start with what I got from my local needle workshop, which I went in for one color of floss, and I came out with multiple colors of floss and multiple patterns, so go me. We will start with the patterns that I bought. So first I bought Silver Creek Samplers Seeds of Freedom. Might be easier if I take it out of the plastic, but... And it says, "'Twas 1861, the Civil War had just begun. In 1863, Lincoln declared all slaves free. In 1865, few good men were left alive. I'll pay respects to all I owe and help their seeds of freedom grow." So I really like that one. It's a good patriotic piece. It's a good piece to remind everyone where we started and how much longer, how much farther we have to go. So I really like that one. This is one that I want to start. I know that it's an Easter spring thing, and I probably won't get it done in time to hang it this year or to display it this year, but I really want to stitch it, and it's Hare's Hunt by Plum Street Samplers. I think it's so cute. I can't remember who was stitching on it that made me want to do it, but someone enabled me, so thank you for enabling, whoever you are. Next is My Stitcher's Heart by Hands On Design, and I'm just gonna do this big one here. That's my plan, so it's this one. Okay, you probably won't be able to read it, but it says, "My needle and thread, may they never part. It's the key to unlock my stitcher's heart." So that's the one that I'm going to be stitching from that pattern. And lastly, for the patterns from my local needle workshop is Forget Me Not by Modern Folk Embroidery, and it is a Quaker alphabet sampler. I will probably change some things like the numbers and the letters. I'm not sure yet, but I think that looks so cool. I feel like I might be biting off more than I can chew with this one as well, but that's okay. That reminds me. Another plan for April is I want to start Quaker's Pride, which is the pattern that Shiloh X Stitch MD is starting a stitch along for on April 1st, and you can get it on the Silk app. And I already purchased it on the Silk app. I'm just waiting for my fabric to come in. I'm doing it on, I want to say I'm doing it on 16 count. It is huge already, so doing it on 16 count is going to make it massive. But I guess it's the same as doing it on 32 count. I don't know. But I'm really excited for it. I got my fabric shipped yesterday, so it should be here in a few days. Okay, next from my LNS is some floss. So I got 2 skeins of Confetti by Weeks Dye Works. I just think it looks cool. I don't know what I'm gonna stitch with it. And then I got Periwinkle. Periwinkle is my favorite color. And then I got Moonlit Path. I already bought one of these a while ago, but I wanted another one. I got Watermelon Punch because this is like the favorite color that I like my nails to be in the summer. Peacoat. I thought that was really pretty. It's like a bluish color. It's really pretty. I got Gentle Art Sampler Threads, a cornflower. It reminds me of my mom, so I think I'm gonna stitch something for her with that. And then I got Snowflake by Weeks Dye Works, and it reminds me of that tricolor soap in car washes. It's so pretty. It has pinks and blues in it. That's all from my local needlework shop. And then I went to Michael's the other day because I was loading up on floss for some projects. I'm not going to show you guys all that because it's kind of boring. But I got a set of these 3 canvases because there are some small patterns that I want to put on these that I think would look really cute hanging up here or something. So I got those, and I got them in 14 count oatmeal, it looks like. Yeah, it's 14 count oatmeal. And then, oh, my Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery stuff, Frosted Pumpkin's Cozy Cafe stuff was part of my haul. So here's my sticker and my beads and my beading needle, and then my little notions bag for the floss and stuff and beads to go in that. And then I had 2 orders of fabric come in from 123 Stitch. 3 pieces of this fabric order were for the You Are My Sunshine trio, these ones. And some other ones were just because I wanted more fabric options. And actually the fabric for Cozy Cafe, the French Country Mocha, that was also in this order. But I wanted to start it, so I showed it to you then. Okay, so I'm missing a fabric. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's in here, never mind. Okay, so for my sunshine, I got 14 count, which is the called for count. But instead of lemon twist, I got Midas by Picture This Plus. I think that is going to look so good. It's popping up a little bit more yellow. It's more golden in real life, but I think it's going to look so good on that. And then for the next piece in that trio, it is You Make Me Happy When Skies Are Gray, and I got 14 count Dapple Aida by Picture This Plus. So it has some slight modeling. This side just has the sticker on it, but I think it's gonna look so good. It's a bit more blue, a blue gray than just a regular gray. And then this piece of fabric was supposed to be for You'll Never Know How Much I Love You, because that one was stitched on pink fabric. However, I did not realize that the green was going to take over so much of this piece. Of this piece of fabric. So I got 14 count Cherub Aida by Picture This Plus, and it's just too green for what I want. I'll stitch something else on it. I was actually thinking of stitching Easter by Lizzie Kate on it. And I have, in the fabric order that I'm waiting on, I have some 14 count pink fabric that I think will take the place of it. And then along with this order, I didn't know which gray I wanted, so I also bought 14 count tarnished Aida, which it's a printed one, so there's just the white side, and then here is the modeled side, and it looks really pretty. it's just not what I had in mind for the You Make Me Happy when skies are gray. So I'll find something else to stitch on it. I really don't mind that it's 14 count. I have no issues. I mean, I stitch primarily on Aida anyway, so I have no issues with 14 count. It also hurts my eyes less. So next was another fabric order. I'm sorry if you hear the crinkling. Next, I got 16 count Fog Aida by Picture This Plus, and this just has some light, very, very light modeling, but I think it's super pretty. Kind of will give more of a grungy look, I think. And then I got 16 count Midnight Gray Aida, which it's a little bit more blue than it's showing up. But I think that is super pretty. I got 16 count French Country Aida, which I thought was going to be a little bit more gray. It is actually purple, but it's pretty. I don't know what I'll stitch on it, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then I got 16 count Mediterranean Sea, which is a really beautiful teal. And then lastly, I got 16 count Country French Rain. And this is a very, not light blue, but maybe like a medium blue. And that's really pretty. So that is all for today's video. I know it's super late and it actually probably won't get posted until April 1st because tonight is March 31st, but I just wanted to get that update in there before April started. That way we have a fresh update, and that way you guys can know what to expect for the next month, because you guys knew what to expect for March because of March Madness. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone who subscribed after my last video. Thank you for everyone who has been commenting. I have really loved commenting back or chatting with you guys. It's been really fun. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I would be happy to chat with you guys. I'm sorry, I know I use the word guys. It's part of my vocabulary. I'm trying to change it. I hope that you all have a very nice week, a very nice start to your April. I hope that if you celebrate Easter, I hope that you have a nice Easter. And if you want to talk but you don't want to leave a comment on this video, then you can always send me a direct message on Instagram. And my Instagram is at 23 Flavors of Stitching, and I will have it linked in the description box below. So I will see you guys in my next video. I'm going to aim for 2 weeks, but I have no promises. It's the final stretch before finals. Probably in the summer I'll have more time to stitch, which means I'll have more consistent uploads. So we'll see. But I will see everybody next time. Bye.